Wednesday. I know it's been a while. Excuse me. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. Well, come on in. Come on in. Let me share with you something that I'm about to do. I want to be more, oh gosh. I want to be more active. Turn this off. Okay. I want to be more active with my page. You can hit the like, comment, subscribe, and share, okay? For those of you that don't know me, let me introduce myself, okay? Mona Lisa Kelly is my page. My name is Felicia. I'm saying all this today is because it's a little introduction of letting everyone into my world, okay? Something just resonated in me today to do this. I was doing my channel and I slacked off. Now I want to come back, okay? And the reason why I'm coming back and I want to come back strong is because I'm about to make a life change for myself in a big way. So many things has happened to me in a good way and a bad way. I'm not just trying to focus on the bad. I'm trying to overcome that and move forward. Okay. Um, what 2021, I start coming on more, and I was talking about depression and anxiety, um, weight loss journey. I want to focus more on the weight loss journey now. Okay. Coming up as a child, grade school, high school, middle school, small, active. I played basketball um, in grade school, middle school, and high school. And I could have been a model. Still can be. You could be anything you choose to be, okay? But I'm just saying in that time. Small. And when I say small, I'm talking about like small. Um, Fast forward. I had my first child when I was 19, got married when I was 19. I didn't have no weight problem. I have another phone go over here. Sorry about that, y'all. I didn't have a weight problem. And I'm going to start turning off my notifications too. Okay. Let me connect to another thing. I'm coming on, y'all. Hold on, please. Is this the page? Wait a minute now. Okay. Okay. I'm putting on my other phone. Next time I'm be way prepared, but I'm just trying to get this to going as far as my journey and things that I like to share with everyone. Oftentimes people be lost and don't know what people doing, so this is my way of speaking. Okay? I'm getting it together, y'all. Okay. I'm connected to my Facebook family as well. And as I was saying, um, I'm on this new journey. and it's a weight loss journey. hmm And as I was saying, also, um, I was always a small person. Okay, always a small person. And like I said, I got married when I was 19, had my first child when I was 19, lost the weight. Okay, lost the weight. Fast forward, I have 4 kids. When I got pregnant with my third child, that's when the weight somewhat came on. And when I had my last one, that's when it was like, woo, okay? 1994, I was diagnosed with Graves' disease, okay? And how I was told I had Graves' disease was I was in the hospital having surgery. I had a gallstone attack, okay? And a nurse came in the room. You know, sometimes people come in your life, they can be lesson blessings and everything, right? She came in the room. I'm on Facebook and YouTube. And she said, "Have you ever had your thyroid checked?" And I was like, "No." First off, I didn't know what she talking about, okay? So they ran tests. That's when I found out I had Graves' disease. I didn't know it was Graves' disease at first, but that's what it is. I got sick. I was in ICU. And I went home after having my surgery, but went back because my body just seemed like it did some kind of drastic change. Like, okay, did they do something to me when I was in the operating room or something? But anywho, um, so I went home for about a week and ended up having to go back to the hospital. And that's when I was put on ICU, intensive care, okay? For those of you that probably don't know. And they did all kinds of tests and everything. I mean, I was so sick. I couldn't keep nothing down. I had the shakes. My eyes was popping out of my head. If you don't know what Graves' disease is, I'm just kind of giving you a little info or introduction on what it is or understanding. They automatically put me on radiation iodine, okay? And this pill that they put me on was for me. No one else could take that pill. It was designed especially for me, okay? I made a decision because at this time I was living in Florida. I had 4 kids. I think my oldest might have been 8 going on 9, okay? And I think my baby, she was 2. She was 2. That's one thing I will never forget. That experience of what I experienced with that. So fast forward, moved from Florida back closer to family. Okay. And where my mom lived at, she recommended me and told me of a good doctor to go to in the hospital or clinic or whatever you want to name it. And I was going to move to that town, but I ended up moving to another town. But being that I had found that doctor, um, I was going back and forth about 2 hours away to get to the doctor. I did not want to change at that point in time because I was trying to get on track. So I would have to catch the bus, or my kid's father would bring me. I would stay like Friday until Monday, you know. Because, say, for instance, if my appointment was on a Monday, or if my appointment was on a Friday, um, or sometime I stay a week. Okay, so they got me on track. They got me on track, and I was, seeing a specialist for this situation that I was going through. I ain't never experienced nothing like this before in my life. I didn't know what the heck was going on, but it was something I would never forget, especially being in ICU. ICU. Yes. So, fast forward, it did something to me. It changed me. Like, the person that I was is, like, I set up into depression. There's some other things I can list with it, but it wasn't just that. But to think that you end up in ICU, who wants to, you know, be in intensive care? That's scary. Time goes on. Time goes on. I'm fast forwarding it. I want to say 2005. I'm going fast forward. I became an emotional eater. I wasn't happy. I was depressed. I was sad. I was suffering from anxiety because I was in an unhealthy marriage. Okay. I could tell my story without putting a name on it. Okay. Sometimes in life, when you want to feel loved or accepted, that's the word I use, we allow ourselves to put up with some crap. Here I'm saying that because we got to take accountability too, right? I put up with that for 2005 to 2010. I couldn't do it no more. 5 years was too much. Okay. I remember one time my son and I was in a car. I forget where we was going, and I was eating, and I started crying. He said, "Mom, why are you crying and eating?" That's when I realized I was stress eating, and I was an emotional eater. I was eating to um, fill a void of emptiness and sadness and depression and stuff, right? I had gained so much weight. Now, this is where I'm opening up to everyone, okay? I almost got up to 400 pounds, okay? 400 pounds. Yes, I did. I was looking older then than I do now. Look younger now. My kids said, "Mom, you're aging differently." Or backwards, I should say. Or differently, too. And that was because of what my body was going through. I had an anxiety attack so bad. For those of you that suffer from anxiety, you probably can feel me on this one. I thought I was having a heart attack. Mind you, at this point in time, I had to have been 41. Well, when it started, so I was probably about 35. And then it got worse. The cheating or whatever, the problems in my marriage and stuff. And I had the first really full blown um, issue with my health as far as the anxiety part. 2010. That's when I found out how much I weighed. I went to the hospital. The ambulance came, and I had a house full of people. My kids were there. And I can remember this nice paramedic guy. He got out the ambulance, and he said, "You're not going home or getting out of this ambulance to stay home." He said, "You're going to the hospital." He got out and went straight to my son. He didn't know that was my son or not, and told him, "We're taking your mom to the hospital." True story. I did not say nothing. I couldn't say nothing for real. I just wasn't feeling good. And he went straight to him. So I went to the hospital. And at the time when I went there, the person that ran the EEG, not EKG, EEG, was home because it was after hours. They had to call him to the hospital to run a test on me. They did an EEG and an EKG. EKG, heart attack, EEG to see what's going on to with my body or whatever signs and symptoms, right? When they came back in the room to give me my results, they had to give me a nitroglycerin pill. A lot of people know what that's for. But oftentimes, medicine is treated for multiple different things, right? But I knew it as to be treated for one thing, and that was for people that suffer heart attacks. They put it underneath your tongue, right? So they told me the different symptoms and reasons you can use the pill and the medicine and so on and so forth. And I was like, okay. But when they did that, and then they came back in some time afterwards, maybe, I don't know if it was an hour or whatever, and said that they was going to do another one. One tear, one, came down my eye. I said, come down my eye. I mean, came down on my cheek from my eye. Let me say it like that. I'm keeping it real because I'm being very transparent. And the things that I say, I want it to be some mistakes along the way, far as what I say. But what I'm saying is truthful. This is my story, and it's the truth. And hopefully, I can help you. Okay, that's the whole point. They had a caseworker come in the room. They had a caseworker come in the room. I'll put this one right here. Hold on, y'all. Kind of like, let me see. Close that down some. Turn on this because I gotta get my lighting situation going right. And that look good. Okay. They had a caseworker come in the room to talk to me. Basically to see if I was safe at home, if I was to go back home. Because, they want to see if there's any type of abuse or anything like that, right? So he came in the room, the man that I was married to at the time, okay? And when he left out the room, quote unquote, she said these words. She said, "Ma'am, I'm not typically supposed to say this, okay?" She said, "This is your problem, or that's your problem." She said this to me. When that happened to me, I had said to myself in 2009, before 2010 came in, that 2010 ain't going to be the same, okay? And it wasn't. Maybe me having that anxiety attack was a wake-up call. Oftentimes, we see red flags. We do not pay attention to them. I put up with that for another 5 months. May of 2010 was a lifestyle change for me. And it took, this is crazy to say, for me to have went to a wedding of his sisters. And I took my baby girl and her friends, so I said both my daughters with us. And he cut the food. Now, mind you, I have my daughter and another child that I was responsible for. So I'm keeping my calmness, my composure, and myself together until I get home. But this is the part I didn't like. We should not allow people to take us out of character. And I allow that to happen. He got me home, got us home safe. And we was hungry, from traveling and things. I see a notification. We was traveling. Messed up nail. I gotta get my nails done, y'all. Transparency is key, right? And he went to Church's Chicken. Now, going, we had Church's Chicken, okay? Coming back, I didn't want no Church's Chicken. I didn't say you couldn't eat it, but I didn't want it. So at that time, eating crazy, I wanted Taco Bell. And mind you, I'm going to say this, next door to one another, okay? I could have gotten out the car to go, but I didn't trust him, I'm going to be honest. He asked the food in the drive-thru window to the manager of the store, showed his head underneath the drive-thru window and said, "Ma'am," he almost kind of like did this, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yes." I got home and I cut the food. You do not take me, not alone. I push myself aside, but I'm not pushing myself aside because this is my daughter with me. She's never experienced her father treating me any kind of way. My kids ain't never seen their dad mistreat me or abuse me. Never. And you know what? It's so funny. He was the love of my life. And ever since him, I haven't found no one that will love me unconditionally like him. I find people that lies, cheat, manipulate, takers, not givers. I'm 57, and I'm taking control of my life. Now, what I'm about to show y'all, I take supplements, okay? I take vitamin E. Y'all getting the whiff of it today, okay? Vitamin D. I space them out sometime. Vitamin C. Essentia. B12. And this pill right here to keep me calm for my anxiety. And I take it every morning and every evening. and it's called bupropion or Wellbutrin. Okay, it's used. Here we go again. It's used for a lot of things: weight loss, depression, smoking cigarettes to stop smoking, help with that. The curves or urge of eating, crave your hunger cravings, curb your appetite. That's what I'm trying to say. Show y'all that. Okay. So, as I said, May was a lifestyle change for me because I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't do it. I wasn't feeding into it, but someone was picking me, provoking me to say things and do things, and I didn't because I kept my character in front of my children. I didn't want my children to see all the things they saw anyways. No more. No more. It took for 2 police officers to come to my home. I was in my room, house full of people, witnesses that I didn't do nothing, not because it's their mom, friends, a person that I didn't know, but at the time I was talking to my son. So I had all kinds of people. The police officer asked me, which vehicle are you driving? And I said, the van is mine, but I drive this Jeep Cherokee because he had my van. It wasn't because he couldn't drive it. We did that because he took all his clothes out and put it in the van. Plus, he had a system in it, music or whatever. So I was left with vehicle, which was the Jeep Cherokee. Man, when I said that, now mind you, 2 police officers there. When the cop came in the house and asked where I was in the room and they saw this. Door closed and everything. That's all they wanted to know. Which vehicle are you driving, or have you been driving, or you using at that moment, right? Hmm. That officer went out. It was a Caucasian one and an African American one, and said, "Okay, the situation about the vehicle." When they told him that he already got his stuff in the car or vehicle to leave, it was a van. That man took all his clothes that was in that van in front of the police officers. True story, okay? No lie. And threw them all in our front yard. We lived on a busy street, a main street, and I used to love living there because, say, for instance, if you have yard sale, garage sale, rummage sale, however sale people call it, right? When you're selling things, I used to make money. Me and him used to make money. Me and my children used to make money because we could have had at one point in time what you call one of those consignment stores or a flea market or what have you. He took those clothes in front of the police officer and threw them in the yard. The police officer, sir, we're gonna have to ask you to leave. True story. He left, and my third child, I have 3 daughters and one son. My son's the oldest, and the other one's is younger. They liked him up until the point of what they started seeing him doing to me. They respected him. You don't. This ain't their father. This is my husband. I don't believe in the stepfathers thing, but however people choose and however they want to say a bonus dad or whatever. Okay. He knew my baby girl ever since she was 7, and then At this point in time, she had to have been 16, so some years, right? So we got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 9 years to 7 years of her life. I mean, 10 years of her life, I should say. He left and started harassing me. And being that he did what he did to me, I was able to get a restraining order slash expectate, same different, and I did not break it. A lot of people get restraining orders for their safeties, or to keep the person off them or whatever, and break them. Not me. Mm-mm. You have to go to court and all this, that, and the third. I had my oldest daughter and her husband now. At the time, he wasn't her husband, but her husband now, take all his belongings, tools, whatever, and put it in the back of the Jeep. And I paid for a storage unit for him to have all his things put in there. My oldest daughter told me, because I wanted to move out of that house, I wanted to start fresh. I didn't want to keep staying in the house, having the memories, right? Sometimes you got to move forward. And this point in time in my life, I moved forward. My daughter said to me, "We got this, Mom." I'll never forget that. Who is going to disappoint someone that really had your back? My daughter did. My two daughters did. Her husband did. I am forever grateful for that. We moved. I took certain things. I threw away a lot and gave some away and sold some. Okay? I couldn't take it all, didn't want to take it all. I even got a different bed, mattress, whatever, and the only thing I think I took was a TV that was mine and a refrigerator. Everything else, I gave some things to my family. I left some stuff on the road, volunteered, donated or whatever, donated. I threw some things away to start over. I had a lot of stuff. I had a house. I moved from a house to a townhouse. And in the house, you got basements, townhouses too, but the one I had was 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, upstairs, washing machine, dryer, uh, kitchen, dinette side to the kitchen, living room, a storage closet downstairs, just to name a few. Big, huge master bedroom with a bathroom in the inside that was mine. Okay, walk-in closet. Where I live at now, this room is huge. I'm so serious. Some apartments is not, the room space or the size of the apartment. It's not as big as my bedroom. That speaks volume. Matter of fact, literally, I'm just saying, if you want to, I have a queen size bed, and I have a sofa couch right there, and it's queen size. And you know how some people can pack up and move and live together? This room is so big, and I'm talking about their space. Whew. It was back and forth playing mental games and stuff. So I filed for a divorce, but I was so naive to the degree of being, I guess you could say, vulnerable and wanting acceptance still, because I always had a dating multiple people, because my first marriage, 15 years, second marriage, 12 to 15 years or whatever. So that's 30 years of my life, okay? I wanted to get back out there. I had stopped feeling like I was in love ever since 2005 from him. There was nothing there no more. Nothing. For 5 years. So my oldest daughter asked me, and I remember her asking me this when I met someone else. How long did it take you to fall in love with him? So I answered her. I don't remember the answer, but I think it was quick, but not really, because we was living in different states, and I liked that. So it wasn't like it was a rush type of relationship. It was a year or a year and a half or whatever, and then the person came to be with me. So wow, I loved him. I thought he loved me. This is the this is the other relationship after my divorce. We was together from 2011. I won't say 11 because that's when he officially came. That relationship that was all to the good, to my knowledge, was from 2011 until probably 12. Started noticing things again. Low self-esteem, wanting acceptance, wanting to believe. Who is anyone to call anyone a liar until they prove themselves to you to be a liar, right? And I'm talking about with some concrete evidence, information that you could take to court and show the judge, and the judge automatically would say, I don't need to see nothing else, I don't need to hear nothing else, because the person, name, picture, voice, dates, time, year, month is there. It's there. Receipts, that's what you call them. So you mean tell me if I screenshot a picture, that's not you? Well, could very well probably ain't, because if you put up fake pictures, but it wasn't that way. My brother got killed 2011. I want to say 10 days after his birthday. His birthday is October the 11th, and he was the 22nd, I want to say, of October 2011. Okay? 2011. I said 2011. 2011. I done made a different year, y'all. I loved him. He was my only brother. 3 sisters. He was the baby. My mom was sick, you know, health failing. That devastated her. It devastated us. I really want to say it deteriorated her more. 3 years after him, my mom passed away. 2014, January 20th. 10 days before my birthday, January 30th, and we put her to rest, laid her to rest, January 31st, a day after my birthday. Day after we laid my mama to rest, her brother passed away, February 1st. And I say that to say, it ripped my heart out of my body. I don't want to say it like that. My mom was my friend. The things that I went through and some of the things she experienced me going through. I remember she told me, she said, I don't think your husband would cheat on you. I'm not putting names out there. But when he did, and I told her about it, she apologized to me. Because, I don't bash nobody. The things he was doing in front of my family. That's why I say receipts. You don't have to put people out there. You don't have to put people's names on stuff. People show you truly who they are. Believe that. When people show you who they are, believe it. Okay? And he cut the food. Me and my sister was talking about this yesterday. Today is April the 19th. It's a bad day for her today. I'm going to have to call and talk to her. I'm going to fast forward on that. My mom passed away. My life changed. It had already changed, but it changed. A failed relationship, still not understanding why somebody took my brother's life. And the sad thing of it is, the person that's supposed to have done slept in all of our homes. So I'm going to get fast forward on that because I don't want to get too emotional with it. I'm just giving people a little insight of me and what I'm doing. Okay? I went to the doctors for like a follow-up appointment because I was having some health issues for real. I was having high blood pressure, anxiety to the full cord, sadness, depression. And he has signed a paper for me to give to the corporate manager or the managers at my apartment or townhome complex to send to corporate so I can break my lease. Because my oldest daughter and her husband, we moved to Jacksonville, Florida, April 29, 2014. My baby didn't want me to stay here by myself. Little finance came their way, and we moved. I did the stupidest thing to come back, and that was in 2014, July the 8th. I came back. Now, mind you, so May, June, July. About 2.5 months, 3 months I was there. I was just discombobulated. I was all over the place. I didn't know if I was coming or going. And when I came back, all hell hit the fan, okay? I should have stayed, but I moved on emotions. But hell, I came back to a lot more worse, okay? That same year, my sister, baby sister's daughter, 3 grandchildren, and her son's girlfriend got killed on the highway. Now, mind you, my sister had 6 kids. Okay, so 5 still living. Took 3 of her grandbabies. Yeah, because she ended up having 4 kids, her daughter, and her oldest son is still here because he wasn't in the vehicle. My brother's daughter was murdered. Same month, December. My mom, the beginning of the year, January. My nieces and great niece and nephew, in December 2014. 20, I'm saying I got a new year, y'all. Y'all make this go viral. 2014. 2014, not 2014. And so I had to be there for my baby sister. The following year, February of 2015, I was there for I have 2 younger sisters, so my other baby sister, because I'm the second. And I stayed with her for 2 months, 2 years and 2 months. I'm being dyslexic today, but that's okay. Y'all get the moment. Um, February 2015, I was going to my sister's house to visit, and I ended up moving in, slowly but surely, to help save her life. Because her baby girl mentioned something after we had lost our loved ones, And it resonated in my spirit to do this. And I stayed with my sister 2 years and 2 months. My life was turned upside down then too, because things that was happening and having to be there for her, I wouldn't change that for nothing in the world. But the things I see my sister go through and stuff like that, her weight loss journey and stuff, I lost myself. Reconnected with a high school friend. I mean, elementary, middle school, and high school friend. Hadn't seen her in probably over 40 years. Talked to her. Last time I think I talked to her was in 29, 2000, y'all help me. 2009. Why I can't say these years? Maybe because I'm not supposed to. 2009. Okay, let me see. I can't get these years out. I'm sorry, y'all, but hey, it's life, right? So, we connected. She didn't have a Facebook, but she got one. She came, picked me up. I had the most wonderfulest time that I hadn't probably had in years. And I stayed at her house for the weekend. Ended up going back and staying another week. And the final draw, the following year, she invited me to a black and white party. I had, like I said, we had good times. We went to the store. I felt like a teenager or a kid because we would go places. Had a good time. I'm not going to renege and lie on that. Had the most wonderfulest time. Confession. I had met someone as a friend. Between her, him, my children, and my kid's father. And a lot of times when I say my kids, I'm talking about the people that is in their lives. I'm not going to name everybody, their significant others, my grandbabies, all that. That helped me too. I have 5 grandchildren, 2 grandsons and 3 granddaughters, and they are dear to my heart. And nobody better not hurt them. I'm an emotional person. Sometimes you might see me on here crying, but I'm me. Y'all forgive me for my nails. This is real life, okay? They say people come into your life for seasons, lessons, and blessings. And 2016, my children's father ended up coming to stay with my baby girl and my, okay, here we go. I got 2 baby girls there too, because I have an older son. My son is the oldest, a daughter that's the oldest, and I got 2 younger than them, right? Hmm. My daughter took care of her dad from 2014 until 2017. My baby girl, a year. A lot of things she was doing, like visiting her dad more, different states, buying him things, helping him out if he need. Leave it be if it's money for medicine or food, then we'll get into the details of that. We come to stay with her. And I want to say November of 2016, maybe. He lived with her for about 7 months. And people know when their bodies is about to just go to another place, right? When I came back from my friend's house, I was there for a month, and it was June the 9th of 2017, which was on a Friday. I'm pretty good with dates, okay? And I had made a promise that I was going to be more supportive of my children. Not saying I wasn't, but more supportive because I looked at the fact, hell, if I can put up with some bull crap from people that is really not there for me and that hurts me and not support me, a little bit about me: licensed, registered child care provider, and foster parent. I've been registered through the state that where I live at ever since 2019. Oh no, here we go, 1999. Y'all, I was a foster mom. I'm just throwing basics out there. I can give a little bit more insights on being a foster mom, but I don't want to talk about that. That's a sad topic. And I want to say 11 days afterwards, or something like that, on a Sunday, which was Father's Day. He was an amazing dad. He went on home to glory. Now I heard someone say this. I'm not going to put the person's name on it. The other day on live, she said when her mother passed away, she looked better gone. And the reason being is they're at peace. When me and my children went to see their father when he had them deceased, and the chaplain was at the foot of the bed, and we had told him a little bit about him being in the military and stuff. This man said these words. First off, thank you for serving, and doing your duties for your country. And he prayed. My kid's dad had a glow, like his whole skin color and everything was healthy and brighter. This is so true. So, from 2017 until I want to say 2021, so that's 18, 19, 20, 21, my children and I, and mainly me, because I didn't have no support. But I take that back, I did. One person other than my children, but I had to support them, so they had support from me. And then you got somebody telling you stuff like you must still have feelings for someone. How sick is that? And they gone. I would always have feelings. I don't care for my kid's father. Because me marrying him at a young age and the age that I am, and much older and mature in my mind and stuff, even beforehand, but I'm just speaking on this moment, I shouldn't have never divorced him. This is my truth. That man, my children's father, and I still say he's my husband because he's still taking care of me and he's not here. Loved at us. People probably say, well, y'all done been through stuff. Let me tell you something. We did. We struggled, but we didn't struggle in a way that it. First off, I'm gonna speak up. Okay, no one come before me or you and your children. Okay, but I had to worry about that because he loved his kids unconditionally to the point he suffocated them a little bit and could probably hinder them too a little bit. Just spoiled them. But he also disciplined them. He was from that era. He's from the 50s. He old school. But that's okay. I'm old school too. I'm just taking my time. I ain't in a hurry. I'm taking some of my supplements. Who says that to someone? But on the other hand, you had this other person over here saying, anybody support you? Never been with this person. I've seen them. But not in the flesh or video chat, just like this YouTube channel and Facebook, okay? My life changed for the good then. I started losing weight, turning my phone off at night. I didn't want no more texts, phone calls, or nothing from no one that was not for me, that hurted me and made me more sadder and depressed. I went through three plus. I said my mom, my brother, my kid's father, but my nieces too, passing away in the 5 years. So we got 2011, then we got 12, 13, 2014, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Anywhere from 10 to 11 family members, okay? I started losing weight, eating healthier, walking more to detox my mind, to stay focused. And I had signed up for Section 8 in public housing. Yes. Section 8 and public housing. Ain't no shame in my game. I have had a good life. My mom and dad was good providers. My dad worked. He retired from Santa Fe Burlington Railroad. Okay? He worked for Santa Fe, and then I think the last 19 months is converted over. He had to move from a different state to finish off his retirement. Okay, so that's why I said like that. He worked for 35 to 36 years and retired. Then my mom was a housewife, but she did babysit. Not just no one kid. She had babysitting jobs. She was a housewife, cook, planner. My mom was a jack of all trades too. Businesswoman, took care of business. My dad did the business for us, provided. My mom provided too. So I don't say we was born in poverty. We wasn't. I stayed focused. And when I signed up for this program, I had been signed up for it. It had came up. You know how they give you, they want you to update your files for any income or any loss of income, your birth certificate, social security, IDs, and so on and so forth to get you prepared for the orientation that they're about to have you come to, right? They let you know Get all these information things together. Don't wait until the day or the week or the month come and you be like, oh, I could get it. It might take 2 years to get it. I'm just saying, figure of speech. I have always been a responsible person. I have always been a person that pretty much had certain things in order because after I moved out of my home, which in fact I didn't move out, some things happened when we was younger, and I don't want to get into that part of it right at the moment. I've been taking care of myself, help raise sisters and brother. And when I say raise, I ain't talking about like take care of one day and not, no, one, live, others, oh goodness, what the heck? Um, others came, helped, take care of them too. I stayed focused, and I had to pay it off. At this time, probably 1,800 maybe, in back bills for rent, so I could move into my place. Now, my public housing came up. I didn't want that. Not saying that I shouldn't have taken it, but it's where it was located. You have your choices. And I said, you know what? I'm thinking, I'm leaning more towards the Section 8 program because you can transfer Section 8, okay? You live in a state for a year, and if you want to transfer, transit, move, start over fresh somewhere else, you can do that. I did that. I focused. And by the time it was time for me to move in, didn't no one know I was moving? Did nobody, well, once the time came to move, but I'm talking about when I found a place, I moved in silence. Oftentimes, when you stay focused and move in silence, your story is your story. What's for you is for you, not for everyone, okay? God is good. I paid off my debt. I think I owed 300 to 400 before it was time for me to actually move in. I paid that off. I was able to get the letter stating that I paid it off and had proof that I paid it off. My debt was clear, and I was able to move into the place I'm living in, and that was in May the 3rd, 2018. This is where it gets good. And then a little bit of emotions. I stayed here for ooh, 9 months. And then my son and my daughter and so on and so forth moved in. Now after I done worked for myself getting out of debt, 2019, I regretted it, but I don't in a sense. I went back into debt because where I stay at, everyone or anyone that don't know, when you're on Section 8, you're not supposed to have people live with you, especially if they ain't on the lease. People knew that they was here. So I had to help them pay for living expenses and food and stuff until everybody got a job, and then everybody got a job. Then me and my son got a loan together. He ended up quitting his job, with good reason. Girlfriend, da da da, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what the heck is going on here? So I went through it. I cried. I went through it. For 3 days, I cried. On that third day, after that third day, I talked to myself and I said, you know what? I ended up getting into a debt consolidated program, and I started it in 2020, I want to say February, and the debt that me and my son had gotten together, I paid that off. Oh, goodness. December the 14th, because it was a big one, okay? Well, no little small one, it was a huge one. Um, December the 14th, 2021, that one was paid. Fast forward ahead, along with some other things, small ones. Some of them I paid out of pocket because I wanted to do that. Some of them I couldn't because of my income. So February of 2022, but I want to say March of 2022 to 17 because I had did something. I got me a bed and I did that to help build up my credit score and stuff. I am officially no longer in debt. I say that on a note of when you stay focused, when you stay into your realm of what you want in your life, God will move. 2020 might seem like I'm going all over the place, but it's still talking about my life. 2020 is when I started my weight loss journey. June the 6th of 2020. I went on a weight loss journey. I started a diet pill and I started my spiritual journey. My life had changed. I lost 116 pounds. I'm proud to say. And that was in 2020. 2021, that's when I started back doing my YouTube channel because I was depressed, a little bit sad, because my children are moving on in their life, and one had moved in a different state. I got real sad. So I started eating trash, stuff that I wasn't supposed to. I gained 20 pounds, okay, of that from doing that. Reconnected with an ex, and he was helping me on the journey. We live in two different states. He moving back home. Thank God for that. That was going well. I had mentioned to him some feelings. I'm being very honest and transparent. That I still have, and have some unanswered questions that I want to be answered. But the person that he avoids them. But that's okay. Because you know what? A person not answering something is an answer. Sometimes it is. And I'm learning this. But again, I was sad. From 2021 until, what's this? This is April, so March of this year, I no longer talk to him. And that's not by my choice, it's his. Probably a little bit of mine too. Don't put me in no mess. Mm-hmm. If, I'm going to say it like this. If someone come to you and say that, like say for instance on another social media site, I'm a content creator, okay? They really is changing. People need to be careful what they put on there because such and such is about the show and all this, and then all of a sudden You start seeing things. People don't believe that. I don't care what no one else's page is like, but I knew I was seeing everybody on a different page on Facebook, okay? If you like cars, you're going to see more cars. If I like animals, I'm going to see a lot of animals. If you like fruits and vegetables, you're going to see it. I'm going to talk it up now, because if I get on there, I'm going to start seeing it. I don't know why. So I saw something. And I know y'all heard the saying, if you see something, say something. In some sense, it depends on what it is. Don't. But I have proof. As I was speaking earlier. Okay, here we go. Lost you for a minute there. It said your internet connection was restored. Okay, sorry about that if I lost anyone. Um, I saw something. I got proof of everything I seen. I'm not gonna falsely accuse nobody. I'm not gonna make myself look like a fool. I'm gonna have the concrete evidence that what I see. I've done it before, and I had it on tape, and I played it, and the person ran out the door. I'm not crazy. I might seem like it. It might seem like I'm even desperate. I'm not desperate. Who you know that don't want love? Some people probably don't want to say them been heartbroken over some time. People are so manipulative, deceiving, liars, takers, selfish, and everything, right? I'm going to start being that way. Should have been a long time ago. Sometimes we can't help how God made us. We all different, uniquely different. No one's better. We can do better. But if you want to say you better, you can. Because some people is better, not bitter. I'm the type of person, someone do something to me, I don't have to be around you. I can, forgive you, depending on the situation. But I'm not going to be holding a grudge or in my heart because of what you did, because that consumes you, not them. They don't care. So I saw it, I brought it to the person, and you know what they said to me? I was snooping. How can anyone snoop on somebody's situation and you ain't even friends with them on Facebook and they got their page blocked? You don't know who they friends with. So you know what? You got the problem, not me. But you got busted and you don't have any kind of conscience of what you do to no one. In your mind, and then you're talking about some health and the Most High God and all this stuff. No, you need to ask Him to forgive you. You need prayer. I'm not putting nobody's name on here, but I don't care if you watch it either because it's true. Anything I may have done to someone and I haven't done nothing for real, maybe, but not like that, okay? God forgive me for anything that I have done. I can hold myself accountable for the things that I've done. I think the most thing I have done worse was when me and my kid's daddy separated, got a divorce. He raised the kids for 6 years. I did too. He paid child support, and so did I. I took some money from someone before. I ain't gonna get into the reason, but it was a reason behind it, but I still didn't have to do it. Okay? I'm not perfect, but I'm better. Because I'm not going to keep making those same mistakes and ask God to forgive me for my sins. How many times you going to ask Him? And you know what? If you don't think you're doing anything to no one, those of you that really are, you got a problem. But you ain't got to answer to me for it. Uh-uh. Everybody have a day. All you ask is someone to be honest, truthful to you. All you ask is, are you talking to anyone? I haven't talked to you in about 3 or 4 years, and I want to know because I don't want to know to be in your business. I want to know to remove myself from it. Because if I still got some kind of attachment or liking towards you and knowing that you with someone else, that's selfish of you to not let that person know. And especially if y'all been in a relationship, because usually in the back of your mind, I'm just being honest, you saying, I thought this person didn't want to be in a relationship. I thought this person didn't want to be with no one. I thought this person said that everybody's fake and evil and wicked. Okay? And they talking about themselves. Ooh, my God. That's the truth. Yes. Because I'm a very honest, transparent person, and I'm going to continue to be the way I am. I'm not going to be nothing else than what I am. And I don't have to put up with no one. I'm just making and putting it out there, disclaimer. I'm not going to be nobody's fool no more. I'm not going to be giving and doing for someone, and no one can give and do for me. You have a heart to send someone's mom or someone a gift because you sell jewelry. That's not you using me if you think so. You're a petty person. And then I send you some car freshener or whatever. You think you're using me? But here I am saying to myself, can you get me a gift? Because I asked you. And then you come out your mouth and tell me, I don't know how to mail nothing off, but you mail car payments off. There's postal services that will show you exactly how to mail something. You got family members. Look at a letter. Look at a box. People need to stop. That is so, ugh. They got a problem. And that's a narcissistic person. If they think they ain't did nothing to hurt you. So, when I started my weight loss journey is to be honest. That's why I'm speaking. My weight loss journey was to not allow things to happen. I did. And you can beat yourself up. You're not a fool. You're human. You have feelings. Some people do, but they don't show them. Some people do, but they act like they ain't. Some people's feelings is just being low down. That's their feelings and expressions of how they look at life. But they want to tell you. I had said this to someone about me getting on a dating site. They had a nurse to say, why are you on a dating site? But they out here looking, posting, commenting, giving, supporting someone else's content. That's crazy, ain't it, y'all? True story. I just don't put names on stuff. Everything I'm saying, I got proof. Everything that I saw. So I said, okay. So I got on Facebook Live in the conference call that same year, November 2020. That changed my life and perspective of everything. Everything. It helped me. It healed me. Everybody was like family. I opened up. I have even had people tell me that they admired me for being who I am, and that was transparent and sharing a situation that happened to me when I felt betrayed, and I was angry and hold the grudge inside of me and stuff, and I didn't want to feel that way no more. So they was praying for me, and the prayer worked. It changed my perspective. I started exercising, walking, and I seen the maturity and growth in me. And I need to stop being hard-headed. Because that's why I said in 2021, I allow myself to open back up. I won't do it no more. I won't. I'm going to make myself a promise, as I'm doing on this live today. It's not going to happen again. I don't care who see this. I want someone to see it. It's not happening anymore. I'm on this new journey. I'm on this plant-based vegan journey. I come to say everything that I'm saying today because I want everyone to know what I'm talking about, how it started, what I'm doing, what I'm planning on doing. I just want a little bit of it out there, and it's also for support, and I want to help someone else that's probably going through the same thing. And I want to shout out one of the people, or person, lady, woman, that I admire truly. I watch her every day on YouTube, and her name is Tabitha Brown. She's an Aquarius, so am I. She loves purple, so do I. She's down to earth, so am I. She keep it real, so do I. She probably a little bit emotional. I am too. And I'ma say this. Support can be on TV. It can be on a live video. It can be, you don't have to have like a physical connection. And I see how she talks about her story, far as her health and what made her be what she is, and all this, that, and the third. Follow her, everyone. Follow her, cause I'ma tell you, she's motivating me. I started buying more organic, plant-based stuff. I'm starting like I did when I started from the beginning of my weight loss journey. I have in my freezer part, not deep freeze, my refrigerator, nothing but vegetables up there. I can take everyone to show it. I have beans, of course. I'm working towards my seasonings now. And some of the amazing recipes that she come up with, I'm like, whoa. But I'm ready. Because also, when you lose weight and eat healthier, it's going here in your brain, your head, your eyes, your teeth, your bones, your ears, everything, your hair. Now, everyone see these braids? That's because I want them. My hair is about this long. It's about this long. I don't do hair, and so when I say I don't do hair, I'm not good with styles and stuff. God bless me with three beautiful daughters and three granddaughters, and I know how to make a ponytail and plait the old school way. But like, and I'm so glad that my daughters know how to do hair. My oldest daughter is amazing. My young daughter, she has a daughter, amazing. And my third, the middle daughter, because I have a younger and older, but I have four kids, she is amazing. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad they did take that after me. But when they was kids, their hair got done. I braided a lot because it was easy for me. I was working, and they went to daycare and school, and I took them to the salon. They got their hair conditioned, clipped, whatever, and a couple of people would French braid their hair and put beads and stuff. So their hair was looking good. So I just I just say that because, and everybody probably says I got a lot of hair. A lot of hair. My everything. These notification. I said notification. Y'all, I'm coming up with some different words together today. But I I admire her. I admire her. I want to tag her into my live on YouTube, and I'm telling you the truth. I wish I could meet her. I wish I could meet her. I watch her show, and also I follow Minister of Wellness on YouTube, Facebook. He has a page too. And a lot of people want to look at the fact that, when people say shalom, yah, or whatever, biblical way of saying things. No, I'm listening to this person talk because of health reasons. Fruits and vegetables is the healthiest thing for us. We're not supposed to be eating meat, eggs, any dietary things, milk. I don't even buy milk. I don't buy sugar. I don't buy bread. Okay? So I'm heading on that path. I got vegetables. The only meat that I have in my freezer, I want to think straight now. It's not meat. It's vegan, meatless patties that you get at Aldi's. They chickenless. All in. That's what I have in my refrigerator. And I'm going to tell you, if you have never tried them, I done put it on my YouTube channel several times. People probably say, well, she got meat in her salad. No, that's not meat. It ain't. I have some plant-based, uh, I don't want to say hamburger because it's not hamburger. Those are the two meats I have up in there. I want to quote myself right, but I'm almost certain. I have 2 eggs in my refrigerator. After that, everything else I purchased yesterday, some tomatoes, bananas, um, tomatoes, bananas, um, I have spinach, onions, pink salt. Just like she said, if you want an egg taste, she said use some black salt. Not black pepper, salt. She said just a little bit. It gives you that egg taste. She takes and blend what you call it? She blends cashews and it look like meat. Y'all follow her on YouTube. I'm putting her out there. I'm shouting you out, Tabitha Brown. She is amazing. Amazing. And I'm saying that because I want you to know. Okay. I'm going to make a video, but I'm going to show a few things of what I use. Okay, here we go. Vitamin E. I'm not, disclaimer, selling this. Okay? Vitamin E. Hold on, y'all. I got to put my phone on charge because I don't want to lose the um, YouTube channel because my thing just came up. Okay. Okay, there we go. I charge you up there. Okay. As I said, disclaimer, not selling this. I'm showing what I use. Vitamin E. Vitamin E. I'm running low on this, but I got another one over here. I have unrefined virgin coconut oil. I use this. You can use it for cooking as well. Here's the other one that I have. 100% pure refined coconut oil. Coconut oil. Here's another oil you can use on your skin, hair. Skin and hair. Okay, so that's that. Oh, now this right here, this is tea tree oil, to the MG, and the ingredients is natural tea tree. This right here, you can get these at um, Family Dollars and just to name a few other places. Tea tree oil. I have argan oil. Olive oil. Coconut oil. I have ginger essential oil. You can put it on your skin or in a, a diffuser. A lady where I live at, She works in the office, and I used to go to the gym. I need to start back. She told me about this, and she said that it'll help you lose weight, and all you have to do, y'all ain't gonna believe this. She said, put something in your navel, on your skin, around your navel. She said, literally in your navel. Okay, and then I have Hydrate Replenish Body Oil Coconut. So I will conclude this live, and for anyone out there that's struggling with weight loss, skin issues, I'm gonna say this. Oftentimes, the foods you eat, okay, if you change the fruits and vegetables, like they said, juicing, the veggies and fruits, you will see a big change. Just even if you don't juice vegetables, in your skin and your mental health. I truly, 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 truly do mean this because it's helping me. So, just because it's helping me, I know it would help you too. Because we need to eat healthier, we need to be healthier, okay? For ourselves, to live a long life, and to feel good. So, I will come back on here again soon on these lives, and I will share some more of my story. But until then, you are Jules. If anyone don't know this, when I started saying this, when I say Jules, because you are a hidden gem, and sometimes we don't know we are Jules. I'm also sometimes called Scarf Lady because I wear scarves or bandanas or whatever on my hair. You are a Jewel. We have to love ourselves. So hit the notification, share, invite, comment on some things that you would like to share, talk about. Things, especially like if you done been on that journey, walk of life, or spiritual, weight loss, anything, depression and anxiety, suicidal thoughts. And I want to leave on this note. No one should get to the point in their lives that you want to cut your life short. Don't. Life is a precious gift. We only have one life to live, so live it to the fullest. Have a blessed one. See me soon, okay?